up, saying Army, welcome to the video. So in today's video, we'll be showing you how to go from 30+% body fat to getting lean and abs for the very first time in your life. We'll be showcasing my client Michael's transformation and how exactly he did it step by step. So first off, I want to shout out and thank my client Michael for allowing me to share his transformation and journey with you guys. Secondly, summer is 90 days away. For those of you guys who are willing to put in the work, looking to change, looking to get in the best shape of your life, looking to take off your shirt in the summer, not only look good but feel good and be in the best shape of your life. You're not a Yamcha or you're a Jirobe, you're not unmotivated and unwilling to put in the work. You just need a little help and guidance. Apply for my coaching down below. I just opened a few slots, however they'll be filling up very fast. I also asked Michael if he had anything to share, and this is what he had to say. At 18, I was borderline pre-diabetic. At 21, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and at both moments I had a choice to make: let my circumstances define me or fight back. I wasn't always this person. At 18, I was a 267-pound kid who spent hours gaming, avoiding meds, and ignoring the truth about my health. I was told I was on the verge of diabetes, and that moment forced me to step in the gym even though I had no idea what I was doing. We've all started there. The journey wasn't easy. At 21, I was hit with the shocking news of thyroid cancer. It was one of the hardest moments of my life. I decided I need to fight for my health, my future. I turned to YouTube, and that's where I found Gokuflex. He wasn't just a fitness influencer. He showed that anyone could turn their life around with the right mindset. Inspired by his journey, I took my first steps towards transformation. Today, I'm cancer-free and I'm in the best shape of my life. Here's what I've learned. No matter where you're starting from, it's never too late to rewrite your story. Don't wait for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Start now. So that's Michael's story, and I'm honestly so proud of him and the transformation that he earned. So let's get right into it. Month 1. So because this is a long-term transformation, we're going to be going by months and not weeks. However, we'll be including all the tips, the progress pictures, and the macros for you guys to follow along as well. So Michael's starting macros are 275 carbs, 60 fats, and 220 grams of protein. Cardio was 2 sessions of 300 calories. That's LIST cardio, low intensity steady state cardio. And his average weight was 250.5 pounds. So a 5-pound drop in the first month. Here's his 1 month pictures. As you can see, stomach's flattening out, face is losing some fat, everything's leaning out and everything's moving in the right direction. As far as the diet goes, Michael is following flexible dieting. This is what majority of my clients follow. Reason being is I find it to be the most sustainable diet for long-term progress. So once coaching is over, it's something you can stay in for the rest of your life because it's very non-restrictive. Why do I like flexible dieting? Is because you're able to fit those Oreos that you crave at night like I do. I fit anywhere from 3 to 6 Oreos in my diet every single night. I eat protein ice cream almost every single night because I have a sweet tooth, and because I fit into my macros, I'm able to stay lean and healthy while fitting in those sweets that I crave late at night. So how does flexible dieting work? There's 3 guidelines for it. 1, hit your daily fiber. 2, hit your daily micronutrients, which is 2+ servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. 3, get majority of your foods from whole food sources. So you're not eating like crap all day, every day. You're getting majority of your macros from whole food sources and then fitting in whatever you're craving later in the day or throughout the day, however you fit it in your macros. Month 2, macros, 225 carbs, 55 fats, and 240 grams of proteins. So carbs went down a whole 50 grams, which is 200 calories. Protein did go up another 20 grams. His cardio went up 1 session, so his cardio was 3 sessions of 300 calories LIST, and his average weight was 245.6 pounds, so another 4.5 pound drop, almost 5 pound drop again. And here's his month 2 pictures. As you can see, stomach leaning out even more, and you can even see the recomp happening. You can see some musculature coming out. His shoulders are looking a little bit broader. His chest, the chest fat is kind of dissipating and it's getting more form going. Even from the back, you can see some small, very small definition coming, but you can see that V-taper coming in just because his waist is shrinking. From the side, you can see his shoulder coming in, the tricep coming in a little bit more. You know, like majority of people, Michael stores his body fat in his midsection, you know, that lower back, the love handles, that stomach area. So the stomach will be the last place to lose his fat. Month 3, macros, 225 carbs, 55 fats, and 240 grams of proteins. Cardio did go up 4 sessions, 300 calories. 1, which was a HIIT session, that's high intensity interval training session, and his average was 243.5 pounds. So this was an off month for Michael because he got sick, so his macros were a little bit off for a couple of weeks. He wasn't hitting his workouts and he wasn't training jiu-jitsu at all until he recovered and got better. However, he still made a 2-pound drop for the month prior, and progress is all that matters. Understand that progress will not not be linear straight down as you go on your journey, especially these long-term transformations. They'll be up and down, up and down. But as long as they're trending in the right direction, then that's all that matters. Fat loss is a marathon, not a race. I've said this a million times, and if there's anything that you get from this video, it's that. And here's Michael's month 3 pictures. As you can see, even though he only lost 2 pounds, you can still see a difference. His stomach is flattening out even more. From the back, it looks relatively the same. From the side, you know, his arms are definitely getting more definition coming. His stomach looks about the same as well. Probably a little bloated from being sick. Month 4, macros, 200 carbs, 50 fats, and 240 grams of proteins. Cardio went up 4 sessions, 350 calories, 1 hit session. So cardio just went up 50 calories. His new average low weigh-in was 240 pounds. So another 3.5 pound drop from the month prior, a little bit less than a pound a week. But like I said, he's recomping muscle. His body composition is improving week by week, and everything's moving in the right direction. Understand, when you're recomping muscle, it's gonna offset your fat loss because muscle weighs more than fat. And here's Michael's month 4 pictures. As you can see, huge progress, especially when you compare his month 4 to his beginning pictures. In just 4 months, his physique has changed tremendously. His stomach is definitely flattening out even more. V-taper is coming in, back definition. You can see a little bit of the definition coming in from his traps finally. From the side, you can see his shoulder definition coming in. Triceps are popping. Still got that fat around that midsection, which is, like I said, will be the last to go. However, everything's moving in the right direction. Month 5, macros, 200 carbs, 50 fats, and 240 grams of proteins. So macros stayed exactly the same. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And one of the big problems that I see with people going on their fitness journey, trying to transform their bodies, get lean and get healthy, is they rush the process. They compare their progress, these transformation pictures that they see online, where these coaches are dive bombing their macros, putting them on crazy amounts of cardio just for the transformation. They're trying to make them lose the fat as fast as possible, and they lose a lot of muscle along the way and feel like crap at the end, only to binge it all back at the end of the transformation. And then what's the point of even going through all that and putting in all that work? And every time you do that, it's going to get harder and harder because your fat cells has a memory to it and you don't lose them. Cardio, 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. So cardio did go up another 50 calories. His new average low weigh-in was 229.8 pounds. So that's a big reason why we didn't change macros. He already dropped 10 pounds that prior month. However, understand, if things are moving in the right direction, just take it slowly. Take it slowly. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And here's Michael's month 5 pictures. Stomach flattening out even more. This is honestly the turning point in Michael's transformation, as you guys will see in month 6 that we'll talk about. Also from the back, a V-taper is officially here. You know, slowly but surely, that all that back training, all those pull-ups are paying off. From the side, stomach is flattening out even more. It's almost flat now. You know, arms definitely looking good. You know, tricep popping even more. You see even the shoulder definition coming out now. Month 6, macros, 200 carbs, 50 fats, 240 grams of protein. So macros stayed exactly the same like they have for the past 3 months. Cardio stayed exactly the same as last month, 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. New average low weigh-in was 221.2 pounds, so not as big as a drop as the previous month. However, it's still a little over 8 pounds, which is great progress. And here's Michael's month 6 pictures. As you can see, this is definitely the turning point for his physique. Abs are slowly but surely coming in. You can just see a little bit. I mean, honestly, if he was pumped and flexed in the mirror, you probably could see a lot more definition coming through. From the back, you know, V-taper is even better. He's losing a lot of that oblique fat that he had earlier before. He's getting some back definition as well. From the side, stomach looks flat, arms looking good, triceps popping even more. And you can tell he recomped a lot of muscle as he's losing fat. Month 7, macros, 175 carbs, 50 fats, 230 grams of proteins. Cardio stayed exactly the same, 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. So macros did come down a little bit, 25 grams on the carbs and 10 grams on the proteins. New average low weigh-in was 209.5 pounds, so another big drop from the month prior. Here's his week 7 pictures. Boom, as you can see, big changes again. Like I said, that month 6 was a turning point moving forward. A lot of people, they stop before they hit their turning point. Look in the mirror and they're like, they see themselves every day and they're like, oh, I don't see any changes. I'm feeling demotivated, I'm feeling stressed. And that's why a lot of these people just need to take their mind out of it, trust the process, you know. And this is something I tell all my clients. Have that goldfish memory. Weigh yourself, write it down, and then forget about it. it. Don't worry about it. Just trust the process. Understand that every day is not going to be a new low weigh-in. Every day, no matter how accurate you are with everything, with tracking your macros, steps, activity, everything, not every day is going to be a new low. And that's okay, because time and consistency is all you need. Everything's leaning out, abs coming through even more, V-taper looking better, arms looking good, stomach looking flatter and flatter as the months go by, and we're on the right track. Month 8, macros 175 carbs, 50 fats, and 230 grams of proteins. Macros stayed exactly the same. However, we did start adding in 2 refeeds. So 2 refeeds are on consecutive days because that's what studies show works best. It's 225 carbs, 50 fats, and 200 grams of protein. So it's 2 days where his macros are slightly higher. Cardio stayed exactly the same. 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. New low weigh-in, 199.4 pounds. And here's his progress pictures. Michael is getting lean. Even from the front, you can see his tricep popping out from the side. You know, see the ab definition coming in from the back. Even more so, you can see his triceps popping from the back as well. Side, his stomach is officially flat. I mean, nothing hanging out there. And this whole time, throughout these last couple of months, I'm also communicating with Michael, asking him how he feels, asking him if he wants to push it some more, and how lean does he want to get. Because really, he's not entering a competition. He's not competing in a bodybuilding show or anything. So there's no reason to get overly lean. However, he was feeling good. His energy levels were high, and we just kept on pushing. So that's what we're going to continue to do. Month 9, macros the same. 175 carbs, 50 fats, 230 grams of proteins, 2 refeeds, 225, 50, 200. Okay, cardio exactly the same. 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. New average low weigh-in was 190.5 pounds. So weight loss is slowing down just so slightly, only a 9-pound drop compared to the 10-pound drop the month prior. However, it's all good. Huge changes. Month 9 pictures right here. As you can see, abs are diced and in. You know, this is all flat first thing in the morning without a pump whatsoever. You know, arms looking good, chest looking full, right from the back. V-taper is in there. There is no fat or barely any fat around his love handle area, which he did before. You know, we'll throw up some before pictures up here just to compare the difference to Michael, and just huge changes all around. Month 10, the final month. Macros, 175 carbs, 50 fats, and 230 grams of protein. Refeed was still twice a week, 225, 50, 200. And cardio exactly the same. 4 sessions, 400 calories, 1 hit session. New average low weigh-in was 188.1 pounds. So only a 2.5 pound drop from the month prior. Reason being is we took a diet break during this month, and also he was traveling a little bit, so macros and training weren't up to really par. However, if you look at his month 10 pictures, he's looking full, he's looking diced. You know, definition everywhere from the back. He's looking great. Got that V-taper coming in, shoulder definition, tricep definition, and he's looking lean and mean. And I feel sorry for anyone who has to roll around in jiu-jitsu with him because his strength is at an all-time high. So not only did Michael carry that 255-pound strength down into the 180s, but his energy is at an all-time high, and his performance is at an all-time high as well. And that's the transformation, guys. I just want to say, like, I'm so proud and happy for my client Michael. He is still training with me as well. We took him through a reverse diet. Comment down below if you guys would like to see the reverse dieting phase. We actually got his macros to an all-time high, even higher than when he was at 255 pounds. He's eating more and staying lean as well. And the reverse diet is really the key to sustaining your progress, walking your metabolism slowly but surely back up, because along the way, guess what? You start feeling better, you start having more energy, and also you start burning more fat. So a lot of my clients, as we're pushing their macros and calories back up again, they're losing more and more fat along the way. And it's a beautiful thing when they can sustain their leanness on much higher macros than when they even started. And this has happened time and time again with lots of my clients throughout the years. And that's the end of the transformation. He killed this transformation. He changed his life. He's healthy. He defeated thyroid cancer, defeated diabetes, and he extended his life by many, many, many years. Also, Michael lives on the island of Maui. I'm from Oahu, so he's also from Hawaii, and he comes to visit as often as well. So we will be hitting a workout in the future too. And yeah, if you guys want to see something like that, let me know. However, again, if you guys are looking for coaching, if you guys are absolutely serious about changing your life, getting in good shape, ripping off your shirt during the summer and feeling proud and confident of what you achieved, then apply for my coaching link down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love, strength and honor. Aloha.